Hey everybody, this is Joel and
Paul
from movingtomexi.co. Bienvenidos a nuestro canal and bienvenidos to another episode of
Behind the Mexican Door.
There's no Daniela today. She's a wee bit under the weather, but that's okay. So I'm standing in for both of us.
Yeah.
And Paul, you can stand
I'm
in
here.
for Daniela.
Yeah, I'll try to.
You bring in your inner Daniela. Bring out your inner Daniela.
Yeah, I'll try to bring some of that charm.
That charm, you know?
Yeah.
And the little wink. I like the little wink.
That's how I fell in love with her when she winked
Did you?
at me
The
like
little
that.
wink?
Yeah.
She likes to wink.
Yeah.
Anyways, bienvenidos to another episode of Behind the Mexican Door. We're at a very special place in the area, and a lot of people don't know it exists, or maybe... And of course, Paul, a tractor has...
Yeah. Yeah. That's all right.
But we're at Los Arroyos Verdes, and it's a eco-development, I guess, for lack of a better description, that's been around for many years, and the owner here, I think, built this a little before its time. But it's been many years since I've been here, and I've been itching to get back in here. And then yesterday I was driving by, I'm like, oh my God, like we need to do a Behind the Mexican Door there, because there's a big door, and it's impresionante. Impresionante. What does impresionante mean? Comment below. Anyways, I'm chattering a lot today, Paul.
Let's just go
I just
inside.
had my coffee, so I'm
Yeah.
like, woo!
Hola.
Hola, Guadalupe.
How are you guys?
Todo bien. Everything's good. How are you?
Welcome to Los Arroyos. I love your bag.
Do you like my bag?
Yeah, I do.
You have one too?
Yes, I
We're
do.
like twins.
Yeah,
well, not
exactly.
quite. ¿Cómo estás?
What about my
Okay.
bag? Wow, it's huge. You would never know that they would be back here. Hey, Joel, look, a little frog.
Oh,
The macho makes this amazing sound looking
Yeah.
for
looking
the
for his
girl.
lady.
Looking for the girl.
Can you try to make one of those sounds?
No, I don't think so. I'm not in heat, so no.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's been, I don't know how many years since I've been here. Probably when we first moved, we would come and spend a day at your pool lots.
Yeah.
Just because the kids were younger and we were always looking for something to do. And then as they got older, they got less interested in doing those kind of things with us. I was saying to Paul, and I see the sign here,
Yes.
which I like your number. I like your rule number 2. Right? Oh, sorry. Where is it? Providers must park outside unless they're unloading. So I like that you don't have like big Pepsi trucks and stuff coming in here.
No.
Yeah.
No. We don't allow.
Yeah.
And then we have 40 houses and we provide 2 parking spaces per house.
Yeah.
So we're kind of full.
Yeah.
So other visitors sometimes they don't like it, but they have to stay outside because we don't have a space.
Yeah.
We respect a lot the green areas.
Yes.
And we don't like in the green areas to see the cars.
Yeah. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you kind of have people park a bit away from their house, right? And then they walk to their home?
Sometimes some of them yes, like the ones in the other side they park here because we don't have cars in the other side neither.
Yeah.
And then the big houses, most of them they have the parking very near.
Okay.
Yeah. I bought the property 20 years ago.
Right.
And I started planting them 17 years ago.
And they were little chiquitas.
Everything was like this. Because you know how plants are so expensive that it was impossible for me to bring them big.
Uh-huh.
And it was a flat property like the one in front of the corn.
Yeah, like a farmland.
It was a farmland,
Yeah.
actually. And I look at now. It's just amazing that in 17 years,
This is what
like
you
look
have.
at this ceiba. You don't believe that I planted,
And that
and
was
it was
like-
like this. Look at how beautiful it is, the ceiba.
Yeah.
They're from India and they're like a secret Mayan tree.
Oh,
So
yeah?
they are
Okay.
like super beautiful. Jose, buenos días.
So they came from India?
They came from India and then we adopted here.
Okay.
And then for the Mexicans it's a secret tree. It has a lot of energy
Okay.
and it grows beautiful. Look at how beautiful this one grow a little bit. You can see that the tree is looking for the sun.
Yeah.
It has a little curve.
So it's always growing towards the sun.
Yeah,
Almost
yeah,
like
yeah.
a sunflower, but a tree.
Yeah. I had only 3 trees here.
Yeah.
A parota, 2 parotas.
Yeah.
And they call them Juan Arbol, like a name of a person. And the parota was sick, so I had to bring a specialist to save it. and he told me that it was 350 years old.
Wow.
Wow.
So can you imagine all the things that parota saw and look and the trees, and I think it's super beautiful.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And she was saying that, I don't know if you cut that on audio, but when she bought this land 20 years ago, there was only 3 plants on the whole property.
Wow.
3 trees.
Wow.
And so put that in perspective as to what we're seeing now.
Totally.
So this is the pool area.
Yeah.
We have a lot of parties here.
Yeah. So people can rent the space or book the space?
Yeah, everything.
Okay. And even the public can book the space?
Yes, for a wedding or a party or whatever, yes.
Yeah, what a beautiful place for a wedding. Everyone wants their beach wedding, and I've said this before. This, to me, is a much better option. It's cooler.
Yeah.
It's beautiful in here.
It's 10 degrees cooler here than there.
Yeah.
And I mean, and you can check it anytime because it's just amazing because of the trees, no? And then here, the pool, it was the first thing that I'm an architect and I designed the project. And the pool was the first thing that I did, you know, just to have something nice in this dirt because it was only dirt. And it was not, the street was still dirt when I started building. And then I didn't want to make that terraza in the middle. But then it was gonna be just water, and then when I measured the water, it was like, oh my God, this is too big. So I decided to make that island in the middle. So the pool is 600,000 liters of water, like this. And then I put the island and designed the island, which is pretty cool because when we have a wedding, the music is there, or or party on Sundays. You know that we make those Sundays party. We put the music in the middle and then everybody sits around, so it's pretty cool. Well, because if you have not been here for the parties or the Sundays brunch, we have like 100 people that comes and spend the day with us. And then we have 2 or 3 big concerts. We have one concert in March that lasts 2 days.
Okay.
And we bring the Pepper Boys that they're super famous in Canada.
The Pepper Boys.
Yes.
Okay.
I love those guys. And a group of bands from Canada. All the bands on that, except Checo Ruiz with his band, but everything else is from Canada, and it lasts 2 days.
A 2-day music festival.
A 2-day music festival, and we receive 450 people every day.
Wow.
And they sit here.
That's
so it's
awesome.
pretty cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
You were well before your time, though, when you built this. Like, people
You
weren't
know
even
what?
thinking
No,
of recycling.
No, and then people were telling me that how crazy I was to build this in the middle of nowhere with all this dust, and it was going to be a failure.
Yeah.
And that's going to be horrible, and nobody's going to come.
Now look at them.
Well, it took 5 years. I was like struggled,
Yeah.
kind of, because it was far, obviously, and blah blah blah. But now we're completely full, and it's very difficult to rent a place. Like right now, we only have 2 houses left for this year.
That's it. Everything's fully
Everything
booked.
is booked, yeah.
And do people live here year round, or?
Like 70% of the people live here,
Okay.
and 30% come and go. But we only rent 6 months up.
Okay.
Yeah, so kind of you live here 6 months.
Sure.
No? Or people that, like this guy that is sitting there, Mike, in the middle of the pool, he has been here for 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I have tenants that they've been here for 10. Since I started, I
Yeah.
have 2 people that they move with me when I move in, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. You know, we're like a big family.
Yeah.
People say that this is like that part of my garden. Like, so all our families with kids, and we get together, all of them, and we play Mexican train, and we sit and drink here at the pool all together, and we barbecue, and so it's cool because it's nice to have a big family, you know, of friends that live with you.
People are searching, you know. People are always searching, but I think even more so they're searching for their purpose. They're searching to reconnect with family, to reconnect with nature.
Yeah.
And you know, if you don't have that way of thinking, I think you cannot live here. And we tell them, you know, because some people come and say that we want this and that, and I was like, no, because we're very relaxed. We recycle, we take care of nature, we love dogs, and there's a lot of dogs in the property, and And if you don't like those things, don't show up in this place because you're going to be very unhappy.
Yeah.
We open the drawers here and the frogs jump.
Yeah, frog jump.
Yeah.
And then we have a lot of geckos. And yesterday was a big snake on the pool, those water ones. And, we live in the middle of the jungle, kind of. Yeah. Which is okay too.
Yeah. How many staff do you have?
We have 24.
24 staff.
Yeah, we have a lot of gardeners, more than that, because of the size of the garden. Built, we have 15,000 square meters, and 15,000 are gardens. See, so half and half. Half is built, half is garden.
That's awesome.
So we have a lot of garden. Well, this is one of the gardens here.
Okay. So you can get up in the morning, Paul, and you can make your coffee.
Yeah.
And you can come here and do your meditation
Yes.
in the garden.
Wow, it's beautiful.
So let's go here.
Oh, where do you? This way?
Yeah, this way.
Follow the path?
Here, no.
Okay.
Oh, through here?
Oh, she knows the shortcuts.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But look at all the birds. In the morning, the birds. Oh, you still hear them. Look at that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Then we have a Temazcal. You know what is a Temazcal?
Yes, but
Oh,
why don't you
yeah.
explain it to everybody?
Yeah, what do you got here?
Okay, a Temazcal is a sacred place
Uh-huh.
to cure yourself.
Okay.
It depends. There's Mayan and Aztecs Temazcales, and we have a chaman that is a Temazcalera that does the ceremony, and she is 100% Mexican. She's a Mexica, and her mother and her grandmother and her grandmother did this. No,
Oh, okay.
and it's like a sauna bath, but to cure yourself, to cure your spirit, your mind, to take everything that bothers you inside, and it has 4 doors. That means that is 4 prayers.
Okay.
And this one is very special because this one, most of the Temazcales, you hit the rocks and put them inside. This one is a wood Temazcal with a chimney.
Okay.
I show you where you put
Here,
the
yeah.
wood right here, and then all the rocks of the Temazcal are from the volcano of Colima.
Okay.
And they brought it here, and then they hit almost to 110. Yeah.
Very cool.
You want to see it? It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
absolutely. Well, Joel, why don't you give it a shot?
I would.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, that'll be an
today,
episode, man.
We should do one.
Yeah. I'm ready. I've been in one before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this is where we put the wood,
Uh-huh.
okay? And then we leave it open so the wood would the fire will increase.
Yeah.
And we put the wood about 4 hours before we go inside.
Okay.
And who built it?
I did.
How did you find the design?
No, I studied a lot about it, and it was amazing because a friend of mine that is from Switzerland
Yeah.
knows a lot about Temazcales, and he helped me to do it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Temazcales are small,
Yeah.
Okay.
and they're made of a tent,
Okay.
no? But I wanted to make it like big and durable and
Right.
beautiful.
Yeah, this
Right.
will stand the test of time.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to go in?
Yes, but yeah, okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, take your hat,
Sure.
please, and say when you go cross the door,
Uh-huh.
you have to say, por todas mis relaciones,
Por todas mis
todo
relaciones.
mi-
for all
ras-
my relations, por todas
relaciones.
mis
And
relaciones.
quita tu,
Take your hat, and then
Por todas mis relaciones. Okay. Okay. Mis relaciones.
por todas mis relaciones. So look at how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
And that's where the heat comes.
Right.
And the Temazcalera sits there and controls the water.
The heat.
And then we boil water there with herbs.
Yeah.
So you can put some during the time that you're inside.
Yeah. So this is where the heat escapes.
No, it doesn't
No?
escape. We close everything.
Ah, okay. So
No,
you're just
no
in it.
escapes. No escapes.
No escape.
No, we leave it open. We leave it open just when the fire is going.
Sure.
So for the 4 doors, cuatro puertas, how much time?
2 hours.
So half an hour per door.
Yes.
That's not bad, right?
Yes, you get naked here,
Yeah.
you know, in your clothes, and then you get here and look at this. I love
Get under
that.
there, Joel.
No. Another day. Wow, that's wild. And is that like you have a pump or that's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you come there, that you're like, this is like heaven.
Yeah. Yeah.
So today we're going to close off the episode because we got to do a little viewing of the entire property with, do you prefer Guadalupe or Lupe?
You know, my friends call me Lupercia, but you can call me whatever.
Okay.
Lupe, Guadalupe.
Okay, well, we're here with
Lupercia.
Guadalupe, and you've been very sweet and kind
Thank
to
you. Thank
invite
you.
us into your home.
Thank you.
And I think this is an amazing Behind the Mexican Door. For all of our followers out there, I mean, there's only 2 houses left for next season.
Exactly.
So if you want to get a piece
Someone's
of this,
gonna rent them.
yeah, if you want to get a piece of this paradise, we'll put a link below. But reach out to Guadalupe or your daughter, right? Her name
Jimena.
is Jimena, and they'll get you booked in.
You can check us in Los Arroyos Verdes. We are in 3,000 pages in the internet.
Okay.
And we have a Facebook page, it's easy to reach
find
us
them.
because this is the only
Arroyos Verde en Bucerías.
property in Bucerías that is this big.
Thanks again for joining us for another episode of Behind the Mexican Door. Again, big thanks to Guadalupe.
Oh, thank you for coming, guys.
And we'll see you in part 2 when we're going to actually go through 2 of the houses here at Arroyos Verde. So on that note, nos vemos hasta luego, and I'll let you say adios.
Adiós. Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh my God, like...
About my
Okay.
bag.
Cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.